Wild weather once again. Where in Southern California, 2 tornadoes touched down. The SoCal heroes stopped. The baby stroller heading right towards traffic is now getting international attention. And that's not the only good news for him. You were watching The Rundown. I'm Adrian Arambulo in for Robin Winston. Cleanup is underway in parts of Compton and Carson after not 1, but 2 tornadoes hit. A real shock to those who witnessed it.
Man, that's a tornado, man. It took off the roof, all type of...
Look at this right here. It sent debris flying through the air in the area. This was near Avalon Boulevard and East Walnut Street in Carson. Estimated to have winds up to 75 miles per hour, creating big holes in the roofs of at least 2 buildings. And then just minutes after that, a tornado hit a Compton neighborhood, stirring up winds of some 65 miles per hour. The National Weather Service confirmed that these were EF0 tornadoes, considered technically to be weak, but certainly look strong to us. Now let's get a check of the weather with meteorologist Belen de Leon.
Who's ready for the weekend? I see both hands up. Okay, here's your forecast. The weather has been a little turbulent lately, but as we head into the weekend, we're looking at drier conditions. We are going to have plenty of clouds, though. High to mid-level clouds both Saturday and Sunday. The temperatures are going to be a bit warmer. We're going to have highs in the 70s in some spots by Sunday, but these numbers are still below normal for this time of year. And we're going to see the marine layer return each morning, so a gloomy start for both Saturday and Sunday. Here's the weekend weather. For the basin in Orange County, we got 62 on Saturday, Sunday 66. The normal high around this time of year is in the mid-70s. The IE will have 69 on Saturday, 73 on Sunday. The forecast for the coast will stay cool in the 60s, and in the mountains, we're looking at chilly temperatures in the 40s Saturday, then 50s on Sunday.
And in New York, there are demands for criminal charges after a deadly confrontation on the subway. One man put another in a chokehold. That second man ended up dying, and we want to warn you that the video is disturbing. Jordan Neely ended up on the floor of a train in a headlock. Police say an argument turned into this violent confrontation. Witnesses say he was being aggressive, and when it was over, Neely was unconscious and later died. Police say the 24-year-old who held him was taken into custody and then released. There are now calls to arrest him, but New York's mayor says he will not rush to judgment.
I have a responsibility for this entire city, and I have faith in the criminal justice system, and I'm going to let the process take its place.
Neely was a street performer. Police say he was homeless. LA civil rights leaders are among those now calling for an arrest. And the alliance that represents TV and movie studios say when it comes to compensation, they are offering the Hollywood writers with the WGA the highest first-year increase in more than 25 years. WGA members hit the picket lines Thursday despite all the rain. The union is fighting over streaming residuals, staffing levels in writing rooms, and the use of artificial intelligence in terms of computer programs that can churn out stories and content. Comcast, the corporation that owns our parent company, NBC Universal, is one of the entertainment companies represented by the AMPTP. The NBC Universal News Group has some employees represented by the WGA. Some TurboTax users may soon be getting settlement checks. California's Attorney General says consumers tricked into paying for free tax services by the software's owner, Intuit, will get money from a $140 million settlement. Eligible customers who filed using TurboTax for the 2016, 17, and 18 tax years will get a check in the mail for about $30. And with new car prices soaring, many people are turning to the used car market, but the I-Team is hearing about a scam that's targeting used car buyers. As NBC4's Carolyn Johnson reports, if you're car shopping now, this could save you thousands of dollars.
Kent Blakely in Orange County calls himself a day trader. His currency? Used cars. He buys cars from people like you and me online.
We literally give cash for their car on the spot.
And sells them at auction.
When we buy a car, our goal is to sell it as fast as possible.
Kent says he makes about $500 per car. So a few months back, when he found a 2019 Mercedes on Craigslist with a $32,000 price tag, he saw dollar signs.
It was cheap. It was actually, our profit margin was going to be probably $4,000 to $5,000 for the car.
When Kent met the seller, he checked that the seller's driver's license matched the name on the title and that the title itself was authentic. panic.
There are 3 or 4 bears on the watermark. That's one of the telltale signs that you have a legitimate California title.
Feeling confident, he bought the car. But the day before Kent was headed to auction to sell it,
Orange County Stolen Car Task Force was at my house. The garage door was open, and they had their guns pointed at me.
Kent had bought a stolen car. The thief had rented the Mercedes through the car-sharing website Turo with the sole intent to act as its owner and sell it. Lisa Haddon is the real owner of the car. She got suspicious when it wasn't returned on time.
I texted him and I said, hey, dude, you gonna return the car? And no response.
She eventually reported it stolen.
I was like, well, he's gonna bring it back. Never once did I think it would not be returned.
Lisa got her car back, but Kent, he was out $32,000 and the crook got away. Fraud expert Justin Davis says this scam likely all went down because the thief got his hands on a real blank car title from the DMV and then plugged his name in as the owner of the car. Davis says it's happening in other states too.
So it's a blank title, right? So it's either physically stolen from the DMV or it's insider threats where they have somebody on the inside that will give them access to blank titles.
The I-team asked for an interview with the DMV. They declined, but they said via email they take fraud claims seriously, but cannot provide information about any potential ongoing investigations regarding title fraud. As for Kent, this wasn't an isolated case. Thieves have since tried to sell him more stolen cars, so he wants to warn other used car buyers.
30 years, and I've never heard of a real paper fake title.
He says if it happened to him, it could happen to anyone.
And Turo told the I-team car thefts on the platform are extremely rare, and it collaborates with law enforcement to safeguard its community. If you're buying a used car from someone other than a reputable dealer, here are a few tips to protect yourself. Run a Carfax report. That gives the date the title was last issued, and that same date should appear on the title. Or better yet, meet the seller at a AAA office and transfer the title there. AAA can verify that the real owner of the car matches the name on the title. Well, the Lakers accomplished their goal of getting at least one win on the road in their playoff series against the Golden State Warriors, but the way they lost Thursday night has fans concerned. Lakers hung with the Warriors through the first quarter up at the Chase Center, but after that, they just could not keep pace. The Warriors hit 21 threes compared to just 10 for the Lakers. Game got so far out of reach that LeBron wound up sitting on the bench for the entire fourth quarter. Final score, Warriors 127, Lakers 100. A former E! News personality, Maria Menounos, is going public with her rare cancer diagnosis in hopes that she can help others. She told her story to Hoda Kotb on the Today Show, and as NBC4's Kathy Vara reports, thankfully she is now cancer-free and on a mission to spread the word about early detection.
All that kept flashing through my head was my baby. And I was like, oh my God, I can't believe this is gonna happen to me, because when it's on your pancreas, you know, like you're not going to be okay.
Excruciating abdominal pain sent her to the hospital, but a CT scan showed nothing. Time passed and the pain continued.
Kept feeling over here, my upper left quadrant, this throbbing.
Something was bothering you. Yeah.
And something was wrong.
Finally, a full-body MRI revealed the mass, 3.9 centimeters, which doctors removed.
They took the tail of the pancreas, the spleen, 17 lymph nodes, and a fibroid the size of like a baby off my uterus.
Fortunately, her particular type of cancer was rare, less aggressive than other pancreatic cancers. Dr. Sydney Stoll, oncologist at Dignity Health Northridge Hospital, who's not her doctor, says she is very fortunate.
Many times when you find the cancer, it's already in advanced stages, so it's more difficult to treat.
Now Maria wants to make it her mission to tell people to listen to their bodies.
I want to sound the alarms to everybody that you have to be the CEO of your health. You cannot give that over to anybody.
Well, Dr. Stoll says signs to watch out for when it comes to pancreatic cancer include abdominal pain, weight loss, bloating, back pain, jaundice. As for Maria, she and her husband are getting ready to welcome their baby via surrogate this summer. In honor of May the 4th, a few Star Wars characters visited young patients in Long Beach.
All right, let's do an air knuckles. Ready? Okay, we're gonna blow it up.
Stormtroopers, fighter pilots went room to room at Miller Children's and Women's Hospital. The little guy you see here, Vincent, had 2 heart surgeries and is recovering in pediatric intensive care. His doctors have been encouraging him to walk. On Thursday, he was all smiles because he had 2 special buddies walking with him. The man who stepped in to stop a stroller with a baby inside that was rolling towards traffic in Hesperia in this now viral video has landed the job that he was looking for. Ron Nessman said he was only in the area because he had an interview at the nearby Applebee's. He said he did not think twice, just ran after the stroller, saved the baby. The baby's great aunt was with him at the time, but fell when she ran after the stroller. We asked Ron how he felt when he found out that his story is now getting worldwide attention.
My sister's just going crazy, my nieces, all my family, and I have to ask them what's up, you know. And my niece told me today, she goes, "You got 56 million views on one of them. And the other one was 66 million views." And I'm like, wow.
Ron ended up getting that job as a dishwasher at the Applebee's kitchen and has started orientation. And a surprise of a lifetime for 30 Southern California students. They each got, get this, $50,000 scholarships from SoCal Edison. And we're going to show you the moment that a senior from Southgate High School heard that he is getting this huge cash award. Cheers and hugs for Joshua Alvarado. His mom and sisters were there to share this special moment with him. But it was bittersweet because his father, Mario, passed away 5 years ago. And Joshua told NBC's Jose Diaz-Balart that he prayed to his dad after the celebration.
What did you tell him?
I told him that I hope he's watching. That I hope he sees that he raised a good kid.
He's proud. No doubt. You should know that.
And we know Joshua's dad and his whole family. They're proud of him. Joshua plans to study mechanical engineering at Stanford and wants to work for NASA one day. We can always get news and weather updates on the NBCLA app and on our website, NBCLA.com. And be sure to tune in to Today in LA on NBC4. Weekdays from 4 to 7 a.m. We bring you all the day's headlines. Thanks for watching The Rundown.